and welcome to IMS today. We have a very special and prominent guest with us, Professor Dr. Anil Sahasrabudhe. He is the chairman of NETF, NAAC and NBA. We are pleased to have you here, sir.
Thank you, Sanchita.
Sir, I would like to ask that what is the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047 in the context of higher education?
See, we had the National Education Policy rolled out in 2020, which has some elements of what Viksit Bharat has to be. And our Prime Minister, after our completion of 75 years of independence, has declared 25 years till 2047 as Amrit Kal. So there are lots of activities which have been envisaged on one side by the Government of India for making our country Viksit Bharat. But the inputs have to come from different sectors, and one very important sector is education sector, because education connects to all other domains. Unless we are properly educated, we are fully aware that knowledge is gained, we cannot apply it in practice. And that's why education sector becomes very important. NEP 2020, which is in alignment with what I call it as now Viksit Bharat, talks about holistic, multidisciplinary education, where a lot of support for innovation and research is given. Thereby, whatever progress we have been making in the last 75 years during independence, after independence, and beyond that has to be channelized in a manner that we will be able to achieve certain targets. So what is it all about Viksit Bharat? Very fact that when we say advanced or developed country, that means every citizen of the country must have all minimum things which are required for good life, starting from housing, water, tap water at every home, electricity to every home, and today not just electricity, even internet to every home. And beyond that, we always talk about roti, kapda, makan, but today we have much more things which we aspire, whether it is in terms of transportation, whether it is in terms of environment, and therefore how life of the citizen can be improved. And that is not just in cities, but also in the remotest possible areas like rural areas, tribal areas, maybe in remote Nagaland or Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh. They should also feel the same sense of belongingness to the country, also enjoy the same benefits which our people in the cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore are enjoying. And that is the spirit of what I call as Viksit Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. My next question is that, as you are the chairman of Education Committee at NAAC, what does the accreditation compile of in context with the higher education, as it is a very diverse institution right now, and how will it help in transforming India into Viksit Bharat by 2047?
Accreditation is a process by which we test the quality. Every institution which has been born is by taking approval from some agency, which is called as a regulatory body, maybe from a University Grants Commission or AICTE, or for that matter, from a university, a college gets recognized and gets set up. So what they look for is whether there is infrastructure, whether there is land, whether there is building, whether there is canteen, whether there are other places like common places for women, and then faculty, then also sports facilities. All of these are inputs to the system. And certainly along with that input is the input of faculty. You require faculty members, staff members. If all of this is in place, an approval is given. But having got all of this, whether the institute is following the right kind of processes in order to turn out graduates who are going to be useful in terms of employability, entrepreneurship, or in general good citizens, that is tested during the accreditation. So accreditation looks at post-approval phenomena like how is your curriculum, whether what is relevant today is being taught or what is relevant in the 20th century is being taught. In 21st century, we cannot teach something which is of the 20th century era. So whether that curriculum is up to date, which is industry relevant, socially relevant, relevant to the government. Secondly, is that being taught properly? The teaching learning process, is it good? how students are encouraged to do innovation, how you are supporting the research, and how many research publications, patents are being filed by the institute, both students and faculty together. What are the objectives of the institute in terms of vision, mission, and goal? Are they also sensitized to the needs of the neighborhood region? Are they also going to villages or some nearby slums and giving some support to them? Under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, are they contributing to that? And many other such things, industry relevant interaction, internship for students, all these activities which the institute does will empower students when they go out of the system. So are all those processes in place? Are they followed properly? And what is the outcome achieved at the end of that 3-year, 4-year degrees that our students are going to take? This is what is evaluated during accreditation.
Okay, sir. I would like to ask the next question. That is, what are the major challenges which are being faced as the National Education Policy 2020 has been implemented in the diverse institutions right now?
The challenges of NEP are institutions were all segregated. They were all mainly in one particular domain. The policy talks about multidisciplinarity. If some college is a pure arts college, how do they bring in an element of mathematics or computer science or programming knowledge to the students, because they don't have faculty, and that's why many of them suffer not being able to connect the dots and then put in such multidisciplinarity courses. But to support that, we already have a portal called Swayam, which is a massive online open course portal indigenously developed by India called Swayam. You must be aware of that. There are hundreds and thousands of courses. Actually, to exact number I don't recollect now, but more than 3,000 courses, more than about 2 crore students are attached to that. You can take courses not only from your college and university, but from any of the best professors in your field, from any other institution who have put up the course there. So that engages students in learning from the best of the faculty available. And today it is feasible because internet is available at nooks and corners of the country, and one can really develop one's own liking, whatever personality in the capabilities that you are interested in.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving us your valuable time to us. I, Sanchita Mukherjee, with camera person Ujjwal, IMS Today.